Good morning, I'm Virginia, and welcome to the Paranormal Astrologer. Today we are talking about Pisces the Mystic. Before I get started, just a little bit of information. If you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoy it, please hit the like button and subscribe, and please share with your friends, to anyone you think would enjoy this. And you will also find information as to how you can contact me for a reading, as well as a link to my website and how you can subscribe to my monthly newsletter, which goes directly into your inbox. With that being said, let's proceed with the Pisces nature, since we are now into the Pisces time of year. Again, it's usually around the 19th of February through to the 20th of March. And it is a feminine sign. It's a water sign. It rules the feet. Funny that it also rules dancers, okay? Think of the ocean, mermaids, mermen. Think of how they move and the color of the scales. That silvery, opaque-ish white, which also has within it all the colors of the rainbow as they move through the water. They are very, how can I put it? They have a very gentle nature. They are very tender with their feelings. They are very sensitive with their feelings. But also a Piscean can be, and remember this, any one of the 12 signs. Yes, they can. And wherever you have Pisces in your chart and or Neptune ruling or in whichever house will show you where you can display the Piscean tendencies. So that's very interesting. You're usually dating a whole crowd when you're dating a Pisces or you have one in your life. And it's not like Gemini, which is an air sign, and you're dealing with, the twins, two of them. With Pisces, you're dealing with at least 12. So that's good to remember. Give them a little room because they need a little space in their life to display all of their splendor. But they will show you, as you know them and they're in your lives, you will see all of the different 12 signs within them. Think of all the different types of fish in the ocean. It makes me laugh when people think, oh, dear, sweet little Pisces. Well, that is part of their nature. But think of all the different fish, from goldfish to guppies to whales to dolphins to piranha that work in packs. Think about that, because they can be any one of them, as we all can, depending on where it is in your chart. But Pisces has a way of becoming these different types of fish very smoothly, almost without you even detecting the shift. It's fascinating to watch. And again, the sea has no boundaries. With a Piscean nature, a true Piscean nature, the boundaries really are not there. They feel what you feel. They experience what you talk about. And they are very self-sacrificing, to a point where they need to learn to put a little bit of a boundary down. Also, it's a sign that, how can I say it? They influence people, sometimes without them even realizing it, just by being them. They have an inclination of the psychic realm, psychic impressions, tremendous imagination, tremendous sensitivity. They're romantics. They're very much romantics. And the surroundings are very important to a Piscean, because wherever they are, whatever the surroundings are, they will absorb. So it's important that they stay in the most positive surroundings as possible. They need escapism also. Very much so, in order to heal. It is a water sign. It is the most psychic of water signs. Yes, Cancer and Scorpio are very psychic, but they both have a hard crust around them that gives them a little bit of a boundary where they can, put their hand up and say no. But a true Piscean nature simply does not have any boundary. The boundary is the ocean. So think about that. As they move through it, all of that water moves through their gills and they absorb. And if the water is toxic, it can kill them. That's how sensitive a nature they have. And they need to learn as they go through life to control that. And it takes a little while usually. Again, and it depends on what's in the chart, but we're talking about a true Piscean nature. Again, very emotional, very spiritual, very self-sacrificing, very self-effacing. And that's where the savior-victim issues can come into their lives. You cannot save anyone. They need to save themselves. You can meet them where they are and try to help them up. But a Piscean, a lot of times, will descend into the depths with the other person, which is not good for either person. So they're usually very artistic. Their abilities sometimes come through when they're very young, okay, because they are so artistic. And again, I want to bring up this savior-victim relationships because it's not only someone born under the sign of Pisces, but if your moon is in the sign of Pisces or your ascendant, descendant has that Pisces, Virgo energy, be aware of it. Or especially if your Venus is in Pisces. People with the moon or Venus in Pisces can cry at a drop of a hat when a flower fades. That's how sensitive they are. They can also drift into withdrawal at times when things become too much. It's an emotional protection for them, because if you have a true Piscean nature, you really don't like the competition. You would rather simply withdraw from it and heal. But they can be gentle souls, they can be happy, they can be very sociable. They're inspiring. They're brilliant when it comes to weaving this magical world around themselves and others, okay? But with this, they can also become extremely discouraged at times, to the point where they'll give up, unless they have stronger, fixed cardinal signs in the chart. This is the type of person that is so brilliant, so artistic, so sensitive that they can destroy themselves. So it's important that they have a strong mentor they can be with and can help them through during these times. It's no wonder that Pisces rules the movies, rules the magic of Hollywood, okay, as compared to the stage, which is Leo's domain. Okay, there's a little bit of a difference there. They rule photography, they rule dancers and poetry, and the mystical realm of dreams and the subconscious mind, okay? It's a fascinating study to watch a Pisces. They are the dreamers. Again, they're the dreamers of this world, and we all need that. At some point, at some time in our lives, we all need a little bit of that, because reality can just become too depressing. So they escape into this dream world. Again, there's positive and negative. You can escape into a bubble bath with candles lit and reading a romance novel, or you can escape through drugs and alcohol and savior-victim relationships. Big difference, one positive, one negative. They bring the beauty into this world. The harshness sometimes is just too much, and they bring the beauty into this world. We need a little bit of that illusion now and again. They are very spiritual as opposed to religious. Religion is more of a Sagittarius realm, where Pisces is the spiritual aspect of it. And it's interesting, subconsciously things can come up and out of a Pisces and they don't even know where it came from, but it's usually spot on. That's where the mystical kind of comes in. They were born to bring the beauty into this world. And again, all exists on the spiritual plane first, so they have the ability to reach up and grab it and bring a little bit of that mysticism and mystical magic down to the rest of us who are just mere mortals. They live in the dream world and the imagination, and sometimes that's a wonderful place to be. All the Pisces that I have known have just been fascinating, and every one of them has that touch of clairvoyance, if you want to put it that way, reaching in and, like I said, being spot on with certain intangibles, and we have no idea where they came from, but they're usually correct. So with that, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. We had the ice storm and it's moved on. Thank goodness we finally see the sun out there. Happy birthday to all you Pisceans. And until we meet again, blessings.